Hello, everybody. I hope you are all managing to get through all the crazy energies and all of the crazy lockdowns and things going on our planet right now. Thank you for joining me again. I am going to talk to you about a subject that I mentioned in the last video, which is kind of a serious subject, actually. Not a fun subject for me to talk about, but it's something I feel that I have to discuss. And that is the Antichrist, or the Antichrist energy, as I call it. A lot of people keep asking me the question, Kimberly, is there an Antichrist? Is there going to be an Antichrist? Are we in end times? When's the Antichrist going to show up? Who is it? Is it this guy? Is it that guy? And, people will name names and say, are they the Antichrist? Is this lady the Antichrist? Is that guy the Antichrist? And I just kind of laugh every time they say that, just because it's never what people think, and it might not be what you think. So I just wanted to chat with you all today about who is the Antichrist, what is the Antichrist, and if it's something that you should even be concerned about, because it's a pretty serious topic. A lot of people have a lot of fear around that because religion, especially the Bible and Christianity, has talked a lot about the Antichrist. It's a pretty heavy topic that's talked about in churches all over the world for the last 2,000 years. So I want to kind of set the record straight, because I actually got a message from Yeshua, Jesus, as you know, Jesus Christ. His Hebrew name is Yeshua. He gave me a message many months ago about what the Antichrist is, because I actually asked him. I ask him questions, and when I ask him, I get very, very point blank answers from him, and he does not sugarcoat the answers. Sometimes the answers are really startling and kind of blow my mind, because it's never what I ever would have guessed or ever would have suspected. So initially, when I asked him who the Antichrist was, he had said that there were five Antichrists. There were five different people and groups of people who kind of represented what the Antichrist was. But further beyond that, it's more complicated than that, is that Antichrist is the energy, frequency, and vibration of Antichrist. So it's any type of person or group of people or entity that's against Christ. So what do I mean by against Christ? Well, think about, what is Christ? Christ is love, kindness, compassion, forgiveness, all the good, goodness, all the good things, right? God. So Antichrist is going to be anti-God, anti-love. It's going to be hate. It's going to be narcissism, sociopaths, murderers, killers, crimes against humanity, like every kind of dark, demonic, everything that is against God, against Christ, everything that's an abomination. That is all Antichrist energy. And originally, the cabal had intended to, how do you want to say, create the end time scenario of the Bible by having one person that they were going to choose to play the role of Antichrist. So there was going to be this guy who was going to fit the bill of everything that's in the Bible that explains what the Antichrist is. And because the timelines have shifted so much, and we're not on the Armageddon timeline anymore, and we're not on that negative timeline anymore, we're on the Ascension, Heaven on Earth timeline, there's no longer going to be one person. And if there is anybody like that, everybody is now smart enough, and there's so many awake people on the earth, that a lot of people already are on to the fact of who this is and what this looks like. There's just so many people who would figure it out in a heartbeat. And anybody who has their intelligence knows that, Jesus is not going to uh, be, look like a typical, he's not going to be and act like a human. If he comes back, he's going to be very supernatural. He's going to be like flying around and walking on water. I mean, somebody who portrays him is not going to do that. They're going to, who's like what we call an Antichrist person. They may be really charming and a really good speaker, and they may do a few little tricks here and there, little supernatural things, but it's not going to be exactly the same as what Jesus Christ would do if he was actually here. So people, anybody who has a brain in their head would be able to look at that guy and go, that's not Jesus. They would just know it. They would just, and you'd feel it in your heart space too, that isn't him. But the thing is that the Antichrist is several individuals and several groups of individuals. And it's mainly what we know as the cabal. There's these 13 families that rule the world, and they make up as a whole the Antichrist. There's also what I was told initially was the 5-pointed star upside down, which is what the Satan worshipers and Luciferians use to worship with. It's an upside down star. There's like 5 individuals and groups of people that are the main Antichrists. Okay, they are the main ones that are causing all the turmoil on the planet right now. And I've heard a lot of videos and a lot of people talking about some of these people have already possibly been executed. I'm not sure if that's true. I've heard some of them have been arrested and they're in Guantanamo Bay, Cuba. I've heard a lot of different interesting controversies around these individuals and these people. And I don't want to name their actual names on here because I don't want my YouTube channel to get shut down. And when you say certain words, it triggers the bots, the AI, artificial intelligence, to latch onto your video and your channel. And Magenta Pixie is somebody who I really love, who I follow, who she speaks in code words a lot to talk about different subjects so that she doesn't get flagged and shut down. And I am going to do the same with you all right now. So one of the Antichrist groups or individuals is royalty, and they're in the country of England. And it starts with the letter of the alphabet that's between P and R. I don't want to say that letter because that will get my video shut down by YouTube. But that's one of them. It's basically the royalty in England, the royal family. Another Antichrist individual, his name starts with an S and ends with an S. And he's kind of the enemy of the United States of America. He's one of the Antichrists. He looks kind of like, I kind of compare him to a Sith Lord. He looks like a Sith Lord or a reptile, or, I mean, he's just kind of creepy looking, actually. Old dude. Very scary looking. He's one of them. You all know who he is. You see his face in the news all the time. Another one of them, of the 5, his name starts with a B, and his last name starts with a G, and he's one of them. He's the one that wants to depopulate the entire planet using the V word, sticking a little needle in your arm. And another one is a family that starts with the letter R. Actually, 2 families that start with the letter R. And then another one is a woman in politics whose name starts with an H. So those were revealed to me by Yeshua months ago when I asked him who is the Antichrist. He basically laid it out and gave me a list of who the Antichrist is. He said it's basically these individuals, this group of people, and there's 5 major groups, 5 major people. So it's almost like And it's purposely perpetrated that way because these people worship Lucifer, they worship Satan, and they love that upside down star thing. So they have one for each point of the star. So hopefully that makes sense to you. Here's the good news is they're all leaving here. Okay. Some of them I believe have already been gotten rid of. I really do believe some of them have been killed or executed or imprisoned or whatever. The rest, they're all going to be leaving here by probably the end of the year, beginning of 2021, as the ascension thing happens on December 21st. The energies are going to be so high vibe on this planet that anything evil will not be able to live here. Okay, so they will either disintegrate or be killed or be obliterated or have a massive heart attack or something will happen, but they won't be able to handle the energy of the planet. They won't be able to stay here because nothing dark is like that is going to be able to exist in our new heavenly earth that we're creating. We're creating this really high vibrational, loving planet. And anybody trying to commit crimes against humanity is not going to be, not only are they not welcome here, but it won't be able to exist in this planet anymore. It's been out of control for thousands of years. The good ETs and the archangels and angels and Christ and all of the other wonderful saints and beings that are here now helping this planet are not going to put up with that anymore. They're not going to allow the evil to exist on this planet anymore like that. There'll still be bad things that happen maybe on the planet, but there's not going to be any more of this mass crimes against humanity, mass suffering, mass illness, mass starvation, mass poverty, mass, all of these wars, the destruction, the terrorism, all of that's going to be leaving. It's not going to exist anymore in the new earth. And the what we call the Armageddon timeline is not going to happen. We're not on that timeline anymore. We're on the heaven on earth timeline. And that is what we're headed for. And you need to celebrate and be happy and be excited for it and focus on that because we're co-creating together as one mass consciousness what happens to us in our future. And if you focus on the Armageddon, then you could create that for yourself. You could wind up making that your reality. But if we all focus on the fact that we're creating heaven on earth, we're going to create heaven on earth because we all co-create together with our mind and our thoughts and our speech. So what I want to say is it's important for you to all know that Antichrist is not one person at this point in history. And I don't know if they will ever be able to do that because they had planned to do that, but all of the individuals who had planned to do that are not in the picture anymore and they're being removed from power. They're all being taken out of power. All their money is being taken away. Their finances are being taken away. And they're not going to be able to do it even if they wanted to. So do not worry about somebody rising up and taking over the planet who's an antichrist because it's not going to happen. And the energy, frequency, and vibration of antichrist is going to be leaving here. All of those individuals that are involved in the antichrist that are they're all antichrists. Honestly, there's many antichrists. There's several of them. They won't be here anymore. So do not fear. Stay in a place of love and courage and strength and know that we are angelically protected. We have legions of angel armies that are here protecting us. We have benevolent star beings or what people refer to as extraterrestrials. We have them here. They're helping us right now. Nothing bad is going to happen to you. Nothing bad is going to happen to you. You are so loved. You are so protected. And I love you too. And I'm really grateful for all of you. And just so glad that I'm here right now during this time, this exciting time. I'm here to help the planet. And I'm so grateful for that. I'm so grateful to have this life and this body and be here to see all of this and to experience the new earth. And I'm grateful for all of you that you're watching my videos, anybody who's spending their time, because your time is precious. So if you're taking your time to watch my video, I'm really grateful for you. And I hope this was helpful for you. I just wanted to answer the question because so many people ask me, who is the Antichrist? What is the Antichrist? When are they coming? Where are they? And that's pretty much it. There's a whole lot of Antichrists and they're all around. I mean, but they're leaving, so don't worry about it. You don't have to worry about it. It's nothing to be scared about. It's nothing to focus on. Just focus on creating a happy life for yourself. Focus on loving yourself and your family and creating your best life. And that's it. And I hope this was helpful. If you like this video, just hit the like button. Share it with anybody that you feel may want to watch it. Subscribe to my channel, please. And I'll see you on the next video. Thank you.